Listen to me carefully. The great apostle, we are coming to pray one great prayer now. The great apostle, that's why I'm going to be sluggish. I want you to understand what I'm saying very well. The great apostle Joseph Babalola, there was a time he went to the house of Chief Obafemi Awolowo. Who knows Chief Obafemi Awolowo? Awo. Everybody heard about Awo? I've not heard about Awo. Put up your hand. Praise the Lord. Now, let me be honest with you as a man of God. By the time the civil war of Nigeria ended, Ojukwu said something. He said, Nigeria did not fight us. Awo fought us. Yes. Because he was Minister of Finance at that time, and Nigeria did not borrow 1 kobo. Not only that, he gave some advices that made victory possible. Then when he died, Ojukwu now said, this man was the best president Nigeria never had. Never had. And if, when they say presidential debate, and you put Awo on TV to be debating with the others, by the time Awo begins to talk, the others look like fools. Hey, the others just look like fools because the knowledge with which he's talking and what he's saying, right, looks like fool. I had a friend who was in the Executive Military Council during the time of Gowon, the time they brought Awo from prison to become finance minister. He said when they brought him to that Executive Council and he sat down, he looked at all these soldiers. He said, you want to make Minister of Finance? Okay. If you want to make Minister of Finance, let me give you a short lecture. And he gave those military boys a short lecture on primary school economics. They said, by the time he finished, all those who were there, they gave him a round of applause. Simple primary school economics. Right. Awo was the person that said that anybody who wants to trade with Nigeria has to be primitive trade by barter. Say, bring this, I take this. Bring this, we are not going to bring our money to go and buy. You, when you bring, we take. It's an exchange. And when they were going to do First Tax 77, they asked for Awo's opinion. Awo was still alive. Awo said, this First Tax 77 is a show of our primitivity. And that the white man will be quite happy to see us exhibit our primitivity. That the money that was to be used for First Tax 77 should be spent for technology, for education, for things that will move people forward. Not going back to the idols that dragged us to where we were. It was Awo that said it. And the man asked one, this uncanny attribute of being right. Being right. When he said, this is it, be right. One day they asked him a question on television. He said, sir, why is it that you don't take advice from other politicians? I said, advice? Sir? How can I take advice from somebody who is busy dancing with free women on the street at night while I'm busy struggling and thinking about how things will go forward? That's how. I've been all over the world. The only other president I see that matches Awo in intelligence is Fidel Castro of Cuba. When you see that one to talk, you know this man understands what he's talking about. The great apostle, Joseph Babalola, listen to me well, went to visit Awo. Awo was not at home. He met his wife. And he said, thus said the Lord. The Lord said, he has called me on the spiritual arena. And he has called this man on the political arena. And about for this man to fulfill his calling, he must surrender his life to Jesus. I will never surrender his life to Jesus till he died. And he never fulfilled that destiny. Can you raise up your right hand? Say, my Father! Every destiny waster assigned to my calling, die